Hello again everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Derailious and today I'm going to be showing you what you need to do in order to prepare for the Foraging update. After the Foraging update being on alpha for a little bit now, we actually have quite a few things that you could do to get ahead, and I'm pretty excited to go over the list. Before we begin though, I just want to say please make sure to like and subscribe down below as it really helps out a lot as we push towards 80k and eventually 100k. As well, make sure to use code RAIL in the Hypixel store for 5% off your order. It really is the best way to support the channel. Without any further ado though, let's get started. Starting off here, we're going to begin with a few items that I think are pretty useful for you to pick up before the release of Galatea. First of all, if you don't already have a tree Capitator, you should get one. It's the second best axe on the island next to the Fig Stone Splitter, and I really do recommend it for the early game part of the island. It's also not super expensive at the moment. However, I don't personally recommend investing in a ton of these because in the long run, people are just going to be using the splitter over the tree Capitator. In terms of some other stuff I recommend you pick up though, I actually hope that you would get diver gear, and you're also going to want to get a bunch of Emperor Skulls. The reason why is because, well, first of all, in terms of the Emperor Skulls, there's a new line of accessories here. The Emperor Talisman, made from 4 Emperor Skulls, the Emperor Ring, made from 4 of the Talismans, and the Emperor Artifact made from 4 of the rings. But also, the reason why I recommend you get diver armor specifically is because the recipe is actually changing as part of the update. Now you're going to require a snorkeling suit, or part of a snorkeling armor set, gill membrane, and a bunch of enchanted sea loomies. The recipe itself isn't too crazy, but this will save you some time trying to get the armor on day 1. Instead, you'll actually have a better overall set, and you'll have some pressure resistance, which is really useful on Galatea. Cannot say this enough. It's super important that you have good pressure resistant stuff. It'll save you a lot of time in the long run. It'll also help you get enchanted sea loomies and like the collection for these, so make sure you get diver gear. There are a few other hex related items that I would recommend you pick up. If I head in here, you're going to want to definitely get a few recoms for sure. You're going to actually want to get a few reforged stones as well, just in case you may want them. Also, make sure to pick up the citrines that you'll need. Find citrine gemstones as well as perfects if you want to fully max out like the stats on these. Really do recommend them. Enchants as well, just make sure you have a couple sets worth for at least 1 or 2 sets of armor. And really you only need like 1 set of enchants for the actual item itself. But other than that, it's not too crazy. Another few pretty clear things that you're going to want to try to get, if you can, are a lot of the fish. Notably, pretty much every single fish on this list, if it's not one that you already own, just try to put them in a chest and see if you can pick them up. A lot of these are ridiculously expensive at the moment, so don't be too surprised if you can't get them. I saw, like, I don't know, Eon the fish going for a ridiculous amount of money. Same thing with a few others on this list. Many are just crazy expensive. But if you can pick up a few of them, that would be useful. They do get you some rewards here, notably respiration, which is good for going in the water, as well as a ton of fishing experience actually. You're also definitely going to want to pick up a few super enchanted eggs because it allows you to craft things like the Sparrow, which is a forest shard that grants you +1 fig fortune for every digit in your fig log collection. I think there's a similar one for mangroves. You get the gist here though. Uses super enchanted eggs in the crafts, so you're going to want to pick these up. Not a ton of these, once again, 3 or 4 is probably alright, but definitely pick up something here. As well, in terms of pets, it may be useful to have an ocelot pet and maybe a monkey pet on standby. The monkey pet isn't really that good, the ocelot is better, but might as well have both if possible. There's also some more weird ones, like if you go to the hub, you may want to pick up like a Foraging abacase. I don't think this one is super imperative or anything like that. Just kind of one of those weird little things. There's also this bit bug here, which is brand new. Might want to save up some bits for this. This allows you to get more of your booster cookie bits up front, so I would save up quite a few for that. For further clarification, you can see right here that you require 48 of the Cookie Eater attribute in order to max it out. So at 5,000 bits each, this comes out to 240,000 bits that you have to spend. By no means do you need to spend this immediately or like at all if you don't want to, but it certainly is a possibility for you. Also, if we look up the word shell, we can find another new attribute. As you can see, it allows you to gain regular knockback resistance. and it goes all the way up to level 10, or 100% regular KB resist, which means that you may want to pick up some other pet items if you're using a lot of Shelmets. This will effectively make Shelmet not the best pet item in the game anymore for a lot of use cases. Thank God. Very happy about this. It's also not too many shards to max this out, and this, thing that you're hunting on Galatea is pretty common. It won't be too bad to get from my understanding, so definitely an option for you. For this last section, this is related to the attribute update itself. I highly recommend you go out into the world and find as many attributes and attribute shards as you can right now before the update drops. Doesn't have to be god rolls, literally just get crappy rampart armor and go crazy with it, or any other method that grants you a lot of attributes extremely quickly. When the update drops, you'll be able to transfer all of those attributes to the new system. You'll be able to unlock advanced mode. You'll get a lot of progress in tons of different aspects of the game at that point. Notably, you'll get hunting XP. I think there's the David cloak that upgrades over time as you get more and more attributes. So just do that. Get a ton of them. They don't have to be good. They can be terrible rolls. It does not matter. Just get them, stockpile them, put them in a bunch of double chests on your island. Just do it. One of the things that I appreciate about the Foraging update so far, at least to me, is that it seems fairly accessible to the newer players of the game. And that goes for a lot of the things that you need to prepare for as well. Other than the 240,000 bits, I think everything else on this list is relatively reasonable. Maybe the Emperor Skulls are a little much, but other than those two things, I think a lot of you can get most of the stuff on this list banged out, and you'll have a pretty great time once Galatea releases, not having too much hassle, and just being able to enjoy the game, which I think is pretty damn great at the moment. At the end of the day though, my name's Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future fellas, because I will see you then.